Hi, my name's Tom. I was given this next product in exchange for an honest review, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So these are solar bistro lights. I have never actually seen these before, but I am already pretty impressed. What I want to show you first off the bat, I haven't really installed these yet, but I've played with them. I want to show you something here. These are quality bulbs. This is a quality strand. This is heavy duty plastic. This is heavy duty cord. This is exactly the same heavy duty feel and weight as my plug-in strand that I have in my backyard. There is practically no difference. These are really heavy-duty quality solar lights. So a couple things you actually get with it. You do get the whole strand of lights. There's 18 lights. It's about 48 foot-long strand or string. You do get the solar panel as well. Solar panel connects to the actual lighting with a little plug like this. You plug it in together, and there's a little seal in there, and then you can screw it tight so it's not going to get affected by rain or water. It is waterproof. You get a little remote control for turning them on and off if you want to. The nice thing about these lights is they actually come in like 3 different colors. There's a cool, there's a warm, and there's kind of in the middle, and you can control that with this. You can also go ahead and control the actual amount of time. Here's a close-up of the remote that you want to last. So you have what, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, 120, 240. So you can just kind of set them on the timer and then have them turn off if you want. That's fine. There's actually 2 remotes with this, and you get 3 extra bulbs, and you even get a little charging cord. That's actually kind of a clever thing as well. Whereas if you don't have the sunlight or you don't have the ability to actually go ahead and charge these things with solar power, you can plug this little USB cord and then a little USB-C into the back or into the side of the solar panel, and you can actually charge it up that way. So I'm guessing that back here is kind of a battery pack, and then the solar panel charges the battery pack, and then you can go ahead and run the lights. But if you don't have solar or you don't have the sun or it has been rainy for a week and a half, you can go ahead and basically just plug this thing in and charge it up, and it'll work just as though the solar panel pulled up sun all day long. And then to actually mount the solar panel itself, you get a stake if you want to stake it into the ground, which you can, and you also get a little clip. You can kind of clip that in, you put that onto the end of it, you can kind of clip it onto stuff. This is where you'd actually put all that stuff, and then this thing actually has 3 little screw holes, so if you want to, you can just screw it right into a wall and kind of aim it up to the sun. Whatever's going to work for your situation. So what happens is the solar panel will keep the lights turned off as long as it detects light all over the place. Now, if the solar panel detects that it's now suddenly dark, it's dark now, according to the solar panel, the lights come on, and they're very nice. I'm going to show you all the cool lighting features you can do with these. So the way these things work is, again, there's 3 different colors. There's a cooler color, there's a middle color, and a warmer color. You can also have them kind of go between them through. You can flash between them, the 3. You can even go with the remote. You can actually go ahead and actually change the brightness, 25, 50, 75. They flicker a little bit on the camera, but they don't really flicker in real life. If you're really sensitive to that, you may catch it. Just keep it on 100%. You don't have to worry about it. I'm hoping to go ahead and install these on my front porch, on the ceiling of my front porch, but I have to go ahead and get some, I'm going to do some hooks, and I'm going to kind of plan out my strategy for installing these, and I'm going to go ahead and put them up, and I'll show you the results. And here's what I've done. Here is my front porch, and here all the lights are actually installed. I actually have my solar panel on a little clip on a piece of trim right now, and it's fairly secure here. I'm probably going to go ahead and use screws to eventually make that permanent, but for the moment I'm just going to kind of try it out, make sure all the positioning is good, and then I used the little brass hooks in the ceiling, and I just kind of ran it all the way across. So you can see I actually went back and forth. I went all the way around my entire front porch, and it fit pretty well. Again, it's like 48 feet, and it just worked out perfectly. I did take one light bulb out of one socket because I was like one over, and I didn't want to be uneven. But we'll see how all that works. This is it. It only took about an hour to put up 18 hooks and just kind of stand on a little step ladder and just hook the actual lights onto the hooks. It's really easy to install. Ta-da! Through the magic of time travel, we are now here. It is now about 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. My wife and I have been sitting out here for the last hour or so, just sort of basking in the warm glow of our lights. We actually love them a lot. As you can see, they work great. Again, this is a 48 strand, 15 actual bulbs in. Actually, I think I only have like 14 bulbs in. You can see me just fine. Might be a little pixelated because of the camera. but it's indirect light. It hangs off the ceiling. It really adds a nice glow to the whole porch. We really, really like it. I've turned off all of the lights. I don't have my door lights on. I don't have my sidewalk lights on. I just have these, and it's wonderful. So these are actually the warmest version of the lights. I do have my remote with me. I'm going to go ahead. This is a 2700 K. I'm going to put 4000 K. Slightly more blue. This is pretty good. And then we have a cooler. We have 5000 K. There we go. And again, it's a little bit hard to see on the camera, but it is much more a cool light right now. And again, we do have brightness levels. I can do 25%. There we go. That's fairly dim, but it actually works. There's 50%, 75, and 100. We've kept it at 100, and it's been fine. I don't know if I really want a dim light out here. The indirect light, just because it's around, is actually pretty nice. And again, there's also a little... And what this does, this kind of jumps between the different light settings. So that's kind of nice. I didn't like the jump between as much. This is a fade. This will kind of fade to dark and then to light or the other. It's really more for a party or for special effects. I'm just going to go ahead and put it back to the warmest light right now. Boop, there we go. And again, we really like it a lot. My wife and I both really enjoy this. We're going to keep these up. I might move them around a little bit, but honestly, they kind of work. And again, because you can charge up this energy pad with that USB cord, you could do this inside too. You don't actually even need that to get the solar power. You could charge it up. Go ahead and put the solar panel just on a table, and these things will come on, and you could do this inside. So if you've got a basement or a man cave or an attic where you want to go ahead and install these things and just charge them up with a USB cord, you totally could do that as well. So as you can see, we really like them. We're going to keep them up like this. We really enjoy it. They're great lights. They really kind of add an ambience. They have not drawn any bugs in or any moths or anything because they're just so small. It's really wonderful. Our porch looks great. These are nice.